undrafted, the shafted, the latest of all. Host of a pandemic of a hand, not limited to fans and gimmicks. To fix the land and every man that's standing in it with a special brand of mimicking the most high. I'm innocent citizen close by, the biggest and fittest to run digits and close high. Unlimited beards and benefits that a war brought. I more than forfeited what I was taught. If I'm called, leaving the throat dry. This is a baptism with rap, wisdom and ash. Passion tuned to sit in my lap, asking who sent to collapse the system. The food to adapt to and the strapping lap of a famine is the cushion cap of the lower tap. Pushing back in a salmon, the looking back to a famine friends as if wanting for land again. Man, at least for me, must be perceived as a threat. Cause with the legs and arms flailing in a sort of a drown, it's going down and they're not coming up, I'm keeping them wet. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the bitches is witnesses unto me. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the bitches is witnesses unto me. I brought their heads underwater with the roaring thunder daughter and two sisters. One is a witness and one's a slaughter, with each sexcapade a flex and who's next to raid the sets of my pools. Let each one who drools invest in my schools to educate them on the proper way to handle the dip. As a tip, menage a trois might be the best display. Take them home and give them several, laying up in the bathtub with a back rub, feeding me peach pie they purchased yesterday. Let each side then testify with words slurred and perjury. If murder was the case, I am the grace to discern. Mother cleansing, the love intent just went above the rinsing. Now she purposely keeps sinning just to get an extra turn. Said at breakfast with a burned sliced communion bread. She takes the butter with a low breath utterance. She reveals she feels the only way to lift the rift of iniquity. Tonight she'll need a double dipping model in her heels. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the bitches is witnesses unto me. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the bitches is witnesses unto me. Pull a fire with an elevate desire and a bell to bait the sire into doing a nasty thing in the ring. A definite diamond of a time and in the spree of uncut, I keep her shining while I'm polishing that hind to a blade and make it splash with a thunder crash. The liquid of a lust of wet and wild and in a spray naked parade of weight in the water. Not talking about Dwayne, although my heated campaign, or have you hearing your pastor complain about what I gave to his daughter? Name her misbehavior flavor to the pleasure of her savior. I can raise her as a resurrected sect of Gillette. The sharpest blade of a lady made me invade with a shade. With my trunk, her melanin elephant will never forget. Call 911, I can help her find a heaven and a route of hollering, while scholars argue Acts 2:38. And by the time they find the answer, how to purge the sins of a dancer, she'll be preparing my next meal on a new dirty plate. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the bitches is witnesses unto me. New baptism worldwide, target with a splash. Once they're dipped in resistance, departed with the ash. When suspense is the door and the mystery's the key, it's too conspicuous, the